Hello there, Aquarius. Hello and welcome to your weekly reading. Anastasia here, and we will take a look at the last week of July 2026 for you. And oh my goodness, Aquarius, this is the week we have the full moon in your sign on July 29th. This is big for you. This is huge because there's some kind of cycle completing here. You may be reaching a huge milestone. There could be a huge achievement for you. Also, a difficult cycle could be ending, coming to a conclusion. Also, as Aquarius, you are all about independence, freedom, liberation, innovation. So this is a very liberating energy for some of you. Maybe this is time to let go of something and set yourself free as well here, especially with the North Node entering your sign here this week and the South Node entering Leo. There's something about, leaving behind the old stories and looking towards the future here, the new you with the North Node in Aquarius. Seeking some sort of independence here, originality, authenticity in your life. So yeah. Also, we have Saturn beginning its retrograde this upcoming week. So Saturn will be in retrograde until December. This is an energy of reassessing things, rethinking. Are you on the right path? Does something need to be changed? And I feel like it does for you. You are coming up on this big, a milestone here, and a new beginning is around the corner for you. So let's begin your reading here, Aquarius. I feel this is going to be a sort of a breakthrough energy here for you. So let's go. This is for Aquarius for the last week of July 2026. What's coming up here, most important messages. So this is for July 27th through August 2nd, 2026 for Aquarius. We will begin with some Radiant Sun Oracle cards here. Let's go. What's coming up here? Most important messages for Aquarius. What do we have? Enterprise. Love this. So I just said, there's a new beginning looming or around the corner. And you have Jupiter in Aries. How is that for a new beginning? You have an acorn over here, something that could grow into a huge tree, a new idea, a new enterprise, new direction. This is big here. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else here. Enterprise, it says, huh? All right, let's see what else for you, Aquarius, this last week of July. Principle. Oh my gosh, you have the second card, Jupiter as well here. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Can I just mention to you how fortunate this card is? Because this is Jupiter, planet of luck. Why do I keep saying that? Luck, growth, expansion, and fortune. And it is in its sign, Sagittarius. So this is about fortunate opportunities coming your way. Definitely, especially with the enterprise here. And the principle. It's interesting that you have the principle here. There could be some kind of new belief system you're looking at, something innovative, something new, and doing the right thing also. Okay, doing the right thing. All right, let's see what else here for you. We have another Jupiter card, and this one is Jupiter in Capricorn. So here we're talking about control. To me, this is an empowering card. This is taking matters into your own hands. And look at this. We have the World, and then we have the Ouroboros here, which both indicate a completion together with number 10. Every time I see an Ouroboros, that means a cycle is coming to an end and a new one is about to begin. So I feel this is a big accomplishment here too. And now I feel it's time to take matters into your own hands. exercise some sort of control, willpower here, your influence. You have a power to change things right now. This is literally your era of Aquarius. Okay, let's see what else for you. Oh, then we have a Venus in Aquarius. It says detachment here. Okay. To me, this speaks of detaching from the past. Honestly, we have a ship right here that's kind of sailing. I feel like sailing away, maybe. This is detachment from kind of, the mindset that keeps us stuck, right? Detachment maybe emotionally. Since this is Venus, maybe there's a relationship involved, and it feels to you like maybe there's been somebody controlling, and if there has been something or somebody controlling, then for you, this is leaving that behind, detaching, letting it go, that sort of thing. So I do feel this for you, and I've mentioned it to you in the beginning, how with the North Node entering your sign and the South Node entering Leo. Leo is your seventh house. Seventh house in astrology deals with relationship, contracts, and partnerships and commitments. So if there's been a commitment that has made you feel stuck, you have the detachment. That's sort of like removing yourself maybe from that situation. I feel like this is only if something has been slowing you down, Okay, well, let's see. Again, there's a sense of freedom in this reading, and for you it will be the strongest. And you have 3 Jupiter cards. This is all about your trajectory of growth and expansion, improvement. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else here for Aquarius. Last week of July. Most important messages. We have independence. I cannot stress this enough. The moon in your sign. There you go. Full moon in Aquarius. Independence, freedom, seeking originality, seeking something different. Again, detachment. Unbelievable. Maybe also freedom from unnecessary burdens and something that's been weighing you down here, wanting to go out on your own, go against the grain, something like that. Maybe this is your next level of maturity. Okay, well, let's see what else here. Whether this is personally or professionally, maybe you want to go out on your own now. Have your own enterprise here. Follow your own principles, Okay, let's see what else here for you, Aquarius. One more card. Last week of July. And assertion. Well, you start with number 1 and you end with number 1. And this, again, is the Sun in Aries. You have 2 Aries cards here, which indicates something here is giving you a lot of passion, enthusiasm, and drive. Okay, drive to move in a new direction, new idea. Absolutely, this asserting your power, asserting your will, and it's going to take some effort here. Right now Saturn is retrograding in Aries, and it's like a reality check. You're going to understand, okay, yes, if I want to move in this new direction, I'm going to have to work for it. I'm going to have to let go of some things, and this is definitely what it's telling you here. So yes, Aquarius, there seems to be kind of a desire within you to branch out and maybe follow a completely new set of beliefs here, something innovative, something unique, something authentic to you, especially with this Jupiter in Sagittarius. But both of these cards, the Jupiter in Aries and Jupiter in Sagittarius, are actually encouraging you to do that, because they suggest that branching out and doing something differently and independently is going to be successful for you. Yes, it's going to take extra effort and some time, and willpower, but I feel like you're taking control into your own hands here. Could be some international, international matters you're attending to or want to pursue here, because I'm seeing the world and I'm seeing the ship here. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's see what else here for you, Aquarius. All right, what's coming up for Aquarius last week of July 2026? Well, you can't make this stuff up. I say that all the time. You have the Ace of Wands. This is literally this. Ace of Wands, a new initiative, new idea, brilliant, something that excites you, okay? A freeing energy here. So not surprising with this Leo energy surrounding us right now. Everybody's got a lot of creative juices flowing, so let's see what else here. We have the Eight of Wands. Yes, for some of you, a swift action is needed, and things will move pretty quickly here. You will see quick progress here. Some of you, if there's a brand new beginning for you, maybe even like a sort of an exciting new adventure, I feel like this is going to move forward pretty quickly, and then sometimes this points to travel, often even relocation, but I love this card, the Eight of Wands. This is swift communication, progress, travel, all kinds of developments here, okay? Busy energy as well with this. Okay, let's see what else. Things are in motion for sure. Like the windmill is, it's going. All right, let's see what else here for you, Aquarius. Sorry, I saw Aries and I thought about that. Aquarius, let's see what else here for you on this Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, we have the Three of Swords, and I like that they have these sort of like Three of Swords and then the web. It's kind of like depicting a person being stuck in the web, maybe, and needing to cut through the web and set themselves free. Okay, so yeah, there could be something painful that you are, breaking free from here, healing, recovering, that sort of thing, overcoming. So if that's the case, you do have a pretty quick progress with this. All right. What else here for Aquarius on this? Patience. Patience. I mean, I don't think you're going to need a lot of patience. I think things are going to move quickly for you. But the Four of Cups, it depicts a lady with the baby. And the baby is, she's about to give birth, This is like been a long gestational period, but something is about to be born, come to fruition, happen for you. So have patience here. Things are already obviously moving, and if you are putting a lot of effort into it, you will see results. You have all the beautiful positive cards here. So patience is one of those cards that is telling you just to be at peace. She's at peace, so there's nothing to worry. It's a peaceful energy. Healing process also takes time. So this is a sort of I feel like this is patience. Something is coming to fruition here. Okay. If you're diligently working on something new, it may take time. I feel it may take time to dust the cobwebs. I don't know why, but this, like something has been maybe stagnant or stuck for a while, and now you're just like, you need to dust that away. You need to kind of cut that through that before you see the progress. Okay. And with healing also, it's never linear, you know, with the healing, the progress. All right, Aquarius, let's keep going. Let's see what else shows up for you here. July 27th through August 2nd, most important. Okay, Princess of Swords. So this is usually a curious energy, innovative thinking, new ideas, curiosity, that sort of thing here. So let me dig deeper and see what else. Sometimes this can be regarding communication. All right, what do we have? Princess of Coins. Princess of Swords and Princess of Coins. Again, you could be working on something new here in the stages of, like, first stages of development. You're researching, practicing, definitely planting the seeds here. This is a very studious energy. Okay, so also I'm seeing there could be like 2 younger people here involved. But if you're working on something new, this is definitely that first energy of a, starting afresh, learning things, like a student energy here as well. All right, what else on this? We have the 3 of Wands. Yes, it says virtue over here. Virtue. Okay, making a lot of progress with the new ideas. Okay, being open, expanding, growing to new, in different ways here. So absolutely, you are open to new ideas. You're thinking outside the box here. This is huge progress as well. Some of you could be traveling with other people or to see other people. For some reason, children come to mind here. Maybe they're coming to see you or vice versa. I don't know. Okay, let's see what else here. Lovers. Yes, there's definitely, a partnership here. So you could be making a lot of progress with this new commitment. You're definitely committed to it. All right, you've made your choice. Now you're working hard and diligently, and it shows. You're going to make a lot of progress. See like big results here, and some of you are. I mean, this to me looks like a reunion with someone. Okay, see if this speaks to you here. But yes, interesting. New enterprise is what it is, and you're committed to it here. You are definitely wanting to expand and grow. In fact, this card right here reminds me of the 3 of Wands in the traditional tarot. And we have virtue, and the virtue usually points to something, something good, some kind of a good thing you're doing for the benefit of others, perhaps too here. Maybe some sort of volunteer work or specific, service. Maybe I don't know, maybe you're working for a local organization, a charity event, some of you volunteering someplace for some reason I'm getting, and this is your new exciting commitment, that sort of thing. All right, let's see what else here for you, Aquarius. Last week of July. Oh, this is beautiful. The Alchemist reminds me, this is Sagittarius energy, the archer shooting high, shooting for the stars. Okay, so the Alchemist is the energy of creating something out of nothing, also taking the middle path, in any situation. Moderation as always here. So, all right, let's see. What do we need to know on this? The Fool. Yeah, this to me speaks of your willpower, your, inspiration and assertion here, and the enterprise, independence. You're kind of shooting for the stars, aiming really high. You want to create something out of nothing. This is a kind of like a magician energy. I love that they named it Alchemist. And then you have the Fool. This could be definitely trying a new activity, a new venture, a new idea. This is your freedom seeking energy, Aquarius. So I love this for you. The Fool is right here this upcoming week. This is your independence. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know here? The Moon. And of course we would have the Moon. The Moon adds like elusive energy to the whole mix. A lot of emotions are involved in here too. A lot of intuitive energy. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm getting some of you are doing a lot of like spiritual intuitive activities, trying something something mystical, something mysterious here, you know, maybe a belief system or something, an activity that you've never tried before, you know, but you're willing to try your hand at it. And you know, you're just kind of open to new things right now. We're gonna draw one more card on this for you. We have fantasy. Okay, well, some people may say this is fantasy, but I say this is visualization. This is seeing things before they come to fruition. Okay, also any kind of doubts, any kind of worries you have with the Moon card, they're fantasy. You know, this is something that's an illusion with this Moon right here. So it feels to me like you may be you know, really aiming high here, but at the same time your subconscious or maybe other people may tell you something like, okay, maybe scale it back a bit, this is kind of unattainable or something like that. I would never really, you know, tell that to anyone, because I feel like if you think it's possible, then it's possible for you. You know, you can make anything happen. But you do want to take a more realistic approach, since Saturn is retrograding. And so this is where you might have a little bit of a reality check as well with this. Okay. We have unicorns, we have all kinds of mystical creatures here, everything everywhere all at once, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I feel like you're aiming high, but you also are going to have a reality check and know, hey, I need to ground myself more and I need to put a lot more effort into something. Okay. So, but nevertheless, keep visualizing what it is that you want, and don't let any doubts or fears stop you from moving in that direction. Or don't let any doubts that something is not going to work or it's going to be too slow. I mean, you've got the Fool right here and the Alchemist. Take your time with this. All right. You can create something out of nothing for sure with the Alchemist. This is a magician sort of energy here. And it's Sagittarius. It's a very positive, ambitious energy. You have this right here, Jupiter in Sagittarius. So take matters into your own hands, put some elbow grease into it, and you will see it come forward. Okay. All right. Aquarius. Interesting. Let's draw some final oracle cards for you. All right, what's coming up for Aquarius here? Last week of July 2026. Most important message. Oh, wow, we have the wishing well. This is fantastic. The wishing well, it reminds me of the Nine of Cups energy. This is where you make a wish, you know, and then you dip your bucket in there. You drop a coin, you make a wish, and then wait for it to come true. So this is such a positive card for you. I loved it. I love this for you. It says the depth and hidden forces, the source of life. A place of happy events, successful alliances, and agreements. You do have that right here. Full of energy, a constant source of income, manifestation of all that is hidden, return to origins, age-old wisdom, some central place, quenching of thirst, material, spiritual, emotional, etc. So quenching of thirst, right? You're thirsty for something independent, something new here. Also, it says personal achievement, invention, and innovation. How is that for Aquarius energy? Wow, there's something here that energizes you and inspires you. You have a wish, a desire here, or you make one, or there's something new here that inspires you. And yeah, I feel like you're definitely in the right place and the right time here. Okay, let's see what else for you. Most important for Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius? Last week of July. What do we have? The bridge. Building the bridge from the old to the new. That's what's happening. And look how high the bridge is. This is a huge construction. I don't think any other sign has received this card. So the bridge usually represents, connecting to realms, connecting you to what you desire, connections between people. But let me read about this. It says unification and transition. The end of the cycle. Yes, the end of the cycle. This carries a unifying function. Symbolizes contacts and relationships, something that binds people or situations and helps to find a compromise. The transition from idea to implementation of what has been conceived. Okay. Getting out of a predicament. The help of a reliable person, a period of transition, a new stage in life, and also being a mediator. Okay, there's definitely, you are the mediator and the alchemist. You are making this transition into the new life you want. So absolutely, and you're already working hard on that. Here, you've made this commitment. Okay. And final card here for you, Aquarius. One final message here for you. Let's go. Most important for last week of July. Let's see. Calling. Following your calling. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of the Fool card. He's also playing the flute, right? Look at that. Following your calling. Something is calling your name. And you're following that. Let's see. It says responsibility and trepidation, following a dream. Intuitive choice of the direction for future action. Confidence in the rightness of one's actions. An event that had to happen. Obtaining the experience necessary for spiritual evolution. Receiving a suggestion or a warning. Responsibility for one's own happiness. Yes, help from strangers and attraction to something new. Unbelievable. Okay. You are determined here, and I know this is you sort of I feel like detaching from anything negative, anything that's holding you back, following your calling, focusing on your dream, on your goal, on your mission. So this is fantastic for you, Aquarius. Stay patient with others and yourself. You are definitely making progress, or you're on the right track here. Okay. So keep building that bridge because you are on the way there. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius. This is a fantastic reading. Have a beautiful week ahead. Take care, and I will catch you later. Bye.